In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 ways that you can tell that there's negative energy inside of your house. Now, I have my notes here as always, and I'm going to jump right in because I have a lot to talk about and we have a lot to discuss. Now, when there's negative energy or evil eye in your house, or somebody just maybe comes into your house that doesn't have the best energy, then they leave, and they kind of leave a lingering nasty, vibe. It's for all of those things. And you can tell in specific ways that it manifests into your house. And we're going to be talking about 5 of those ways today. There's many more ways. And if you guys want a part 2, then let me know because I can do that. But the universe will send you signs and signals of the negative energy in your house. Okay? It always will. And that's also another sign that you need to start cleansing or clearing up your house. And that could even mean just clearing up clutter for some people. It could even mean just burning sage. It could mean burning incense every day, or cleaning your altar, or getting rid of old clothing, or getting rid of like junk in your garage, junk in your kitchen drawer that like has just become like a hoarding mountain of spoons and forks and knives. Like, clear it out. Get rid of the old ones that don't work, the broken ones. We don't want to keep broken things in our house. Now, I'm a little double-sided, a little bit iffy on this because if you don't have the means to buy new things, you can replenish and reconstruct and DIY old things into new things. So if you do have older things in your house, try to clean it up, reconstruct it, DIY it somehow to refresh the energy, because negative energy comes and feeds on just old and broken. Okay, so we're gonna get into the 5 things. The first thing I want to talk about, how you know that there's negative energy in your house, is flies. Lots and lots of flies, maggots, dead bugs, just little bugs everywhere, like more than usual, more than normal. These are dirty. And if you notice these things more in your house, it's time to do a cleansing. It's time to clean and spray your area. I've noticed like peppermint oil, cedarwood oil. These are really good things to keep bugs away. Burning sage keeps bugs away. But the more and more negative energy that you accumulate, you'll notice sometimes these things stop working. Or depending, maybe sometimes in the area that you live, these bugs are kind of like immune to it, or like they don't care. So you're going to have to find another way to get rid of them. But do get rid of them. Clean the area that you find them in the most. Your windowsills, in your doorways, your entryways, your back door, front door, all that stuff. Your garbage cans. Make sure you take your garbage out. Make sure you don't leave food out. That's something a lot of us do because we're busy. We get tired. Whatever the case may be, and so we kind of just leave food out until we can go do the dishes. But let's try to fix those and clean those and as much as we can, Dishwasher has become my best friend. I started using a dishwasher after I became like 35 years old. I'm not even kidding. It's a life changer. Also, my hair probably looks so funky. I have not brushed it yet because I'm about to dye it. I haven't dyed my hair in so long. And it's at that stage where it's just really, really weird. You see that? Like, it's half black, half greenish, weirdish color. I want to fix it. But I've just been busy. Okay, but the next thing is, if you notice more fighting and tension, miscommunication and irritation, arguments inside the house, more than usual, and like often just occurring like out of nowhere for no reason, or you just don't understand why it's happening so often, it's a sign of negative energy inside of your house. And that's another cue for you, another sign for you to cleanse your house. Specifically your bedroom, the photos in your house, if they become too dusty, or look around at the photos of your house. Is there like dead bugs around it, dead flies around it, like a lot of dust, dirt around it? Clean it. If you notice people living in the home, they get irritated with each other a lot. Specifically, look at the photos of these 2 people, you included. Okay, I mean, it is normal to have irritation and arguments and all that stuff inside the house, but when it starts happening more than often and more than usual, you got to look into something else. Okay, Keep red roses in your house, fresh red roses, or I've shown this in a lot of my videos. I love to dry my fresh roses. First of all, I put my red roses in an arrangement, and then I wait for it to dry, and then the dry I use as potpourri, like around my house. You could add essential oils to it, you could add pine cones to it, dried sage. You can make it so pretty and just put it anywhere in a pretty little bowl, and it just looks so beautiful, to me at least. But that's another idea that you could do if you don't want to keep fresh roses, or if your roses like dry out, eventually they will, you could do that and use it for another few months, and then you could throw it out. You can also use rose quartz crystals. Now, I have a rose quartz crystals chips available and hearts available on my shop if you guys are interested in that. But you can use any kind of rose quartz crystal that you have and keep it around your house, specifically where the fighting that you notice happens the most. So keep an eye out. Where does it happen the most? Keep rose quartz over there. But every once in a while, especially after every fight, wash your rose quartz or cleanse it, or keep it outside for one night at least under the moon phase. Cleanse your rose quartz often. Another thing that you could do is put your rose quartz in front of photos of the people that are having tension in the home. My blanket is falling. This is such a pretty blanket, but it's so slippery. Do you guys see? So slippery. Is that better? Like aesthetically, do you guys mind? It's kind of like we're just sitting here talking to each other, and you know, sometimes a blanket falls down. It's fine. Another thing is, I don't have it written down in my notes, but it popped up in my head right now, is to keep selenite crystals where there is the most tension and the most fighting in the house. Okay? Or where you fight, like if you go in a room, you feel chills, or if you go into a room and like you feel something weird, or you get scared, keep a selenite crystal there. And you don't ever have to cleanse your selenite crystal. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is smells. If you notice a stinky, foul, nasty odor in your home, no matter how much you clean it, it's a sign of negative energy. You know, this one is scary because I love a clean house. I'm always burning incense or sage or like Palo Santo, or having essential oils burning in my house, candles. I love that. I just love the scent of things. Here's why I love the scent of things so much. Because growing up, I don't know what was wrong with me. I think I had I had polyps in my nose. So I couldn't smell. Like a lot of my life, I don't remember like being able to smell things. Like we would go to Victoria's Secret, or like my friends would have like Victoria's Secret perfume and they like spray it, and I'm like, I don't smell anything. And so now that I'm older and like I got all of that fixed, I can smell, and I appreciate scent and smells so much. So when I smell something foul, I know that it's something spiritually, I have something that I need to take care of, just because of the way that I appreciate smells and scent. So just keep that in mind. If you keep smelling something nasty, but you are a clean person and you know that you keep your stuff clean, it's a sign of negative energy. Okay, it's time to burn some sage, cleanse, clean the areas. You know, I love making my own sprays and stuff because I'm so like sensitive to chemicals. So I love mixing and matching, and my own cleaning supplies, my own face stuff. Like that's what I do. But what is it to you? You could even just go to the dollar store and get like one of those Glade air fresheners, you know, and just spray that all over your house, as long as the scent of the house is good. But at the same time, you don't want to be covering it up all the time, just spraying something over it. You do want to clean if there is something that needs to be cleaned. Another thing is you can make, if you have hardwood floors, make a mopping solution for your hardwood floors. What I like to do is boil water with mint and sage. Boil it, wait for it to cool down, strain it, and add that to your mopping solution, whether you use, whatever kind of cleaning solution you use, add it to there. I usually just make like a cup or 2 cups, add it, and mop all my floors in my entire house with it. And that gets rid of a lot of the negative energy. Negative energies like to feed and live and dwell in nastiness. So even if there's nothing nasty around you, but just that smell is around you, you want to get rid of the smell, okay? So use like good smelling things. Natural, I would say like naturally good smelling things. Now, another thing you could do is burn camphor. I have a video actually. Just type in my name, Sheetal, camphor, and you'll find the video where I teach you guys how to burn camphor in your house, and several ways to use camphor to get rid of negative energies. Now, the fourth thing I want to talk about that you can figure out how you have negative energy inside your house is laziness, restlessness. Sorry, I'm burping. I just had some water, and I had a mango slushy, I think that's what it is, from Popeyes. Oh, so good. But anyways, laziness, feeling tired, feeling unmotivated and sluggish, and just not inspired to do anything, don't want to do anything, just down, upset, like just low vibes, low mood. Now, this is a normal human feeling. But if you notice yourself in it, stuck in it, dwelling in it more than you should, then it's a sign of negative energy around you and inside your home possibly. So what you want to do is you want to do a spiritual cleanse. I have a spiritual cleanse herbal blend in my shop. I don't give my ingredients out, but you can get that one in my shop if you want to. But if you don't want to get the one from my shop, I'll give you like 2 ingredients that are the best ones, which is mint and sage. Again, like the same floor solution that I gave you, same thing. Boil it, wait for it to cool down, strain it, and then pour it on yourself after your shower or your bath, and don't wash it off until your next shower or bath. Or you can put it in like a mesh bag and put it in your bath and just take a bath with it. But don't wash it off. Okay, let's get into the last thing in number 5. I feel like my hair looks so frumpy. I like to present my hair and everything like looking nice, and but sometimes I really don't. But it is like such a thing, like you have to become so comfortable with yourself, and especially for me that I get to see myself in the viewfinder, so there is insecurities that come out. Like I'm looking at myself right now, I'm like, oh, this strand is like poking out. Oh my god, people are gonna think, ew, you're so nasty. Like, or whatever thoughts come up in your head when you look at your own self in the mirror, right? That's another thing. I wouldn't say it's negative energy, it's just negative, intrusive thoughts about yourself that probably nobody else even thinks, only you think, right? So keep that in mind, okay? The last thing I want to talk about is nightmares. Nightmares are something that probably everybody has had and experienced and dealt with, and it's something everybody will, you know. What I wrote here is, at night we process a lot in our subconscious mind, and bad dreams are normal sometimes. We process things very differently. Like to some people, if we go throughout the day and we have a terrifying fear of cockroaches, and then we see a cockroach throughout the day, and then, okay, whatever, we saw it, it didn't come near us, somebody took care of it, blah, 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 it's done, right? But at nighttime, how your subconscious mind will process that in a dream, only you know, right? Like only that individual will know how they process it. One person's dream of that cockroach will be different than another person's dream of that cockroach. Maybe there's somebody out there that studies cockroaches, is fascinated by them, collects them. Who knows, right? So you see how it's different? So our mind processes different kinds of things different ways, especially when we're sleeping. But when you have reoccurring all the time, keep having nightmares and bad dreams, then it's a sign of negative energy, specifically in your bedroom, around your bed area, like in your bedroom space, that intimate space of where you sleep. Now, what I've said here is wash your sheets often. Wash your sheets, make sure they're clean, smells, right? Make sure they smell good. Use colors of your bed sheets that make you feel good. Like, you know, I love black bed sheets, but you can't just always have black bed sheets. Like, that's just my opinion, because I do want to have some light and color in the room sometimes, but sometimes if you're feeling the black, do with it, right? Or red or green or whatever. But also keep in mind how colors affect you specifically, right? The color green could be a beautiful color to somebody, and the color green could be like disgusting to somebody else. So again, to each their own, and everybody's different, right? Another thing that I wrote down here is Dream Mojo bags. I have Dream Mojo bags. I think I have 3 more left. I see it on my altar right now. And they come to you straight from my altar. But I made these with all the herbs and the essential oils. This is my phone. And I have an Om logo in there. And the Om logo is believed that even like when babies start crying, if you say Om to them, they'll stop crying. It's like the sound of the universe, the frequency of the universe. And so I have that on there so that when we sleep, we have that energy as well. We sleep sound like a baby. But that's available on my shop. But if you don't want to get that, I would also recommend having an Om near your bed somewhere, or your mattress, you know, or your nightstand, somewhere like that. I also have these right here. These are going to be available really, that's an Om right there that my partner and I hand painted these. We're still working on it. They're going to be available on the shop very soon. I'm so excited. But, you know, something like that, that Om right there, you can keep it near your bedstand, on your headboard, something like that. Another thing is to keep either camphor, cloves, or star anise. I actually have a video on star anise, how you can keep a whole one underneath your pillow, and it helps to remove nightmares. You can also use dream catchers, black obsidian, and amethyst. These are 2 crystals that you can keep. I would suggest to combine them together, keep both of them together near where you sleep. Okay, that's it. That was a lot. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go make a nice slushie, and just talking about all of this is a lot. So I'm going to go and I'm going to burn sage all over my house, just to clear out the energy because of what I was talking about this entire video. You guys go do the same thing, because you don't even need to do it for no reason. Like, you don't even need to just do it like just because you feel like there's negative energy in the house. You could just do it to clear out energy in your house. And burning these things are sacred, and the energy, it's positive, and it feels good. It's therapeutic. And it's a beautiful energy you're inviting in. And any other energies that don't belong, you just send it out. You know, you don't have to just do these things when you feel like there's negative energy. Once in a while, just keep doing it just because you can, and just because it feels good, it smells good. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.